Ah, what a beautiful picture. What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Subnautica. In the last episode, we began our construction project on the Neptune rocket, which we're going to eventually use to hopefully escape this planet. We also stopped by the Sea Treader's Path, had a look around there, an area we have not had not been to up to this point, and we're going to continue exploring uncharted areas in this episode. But first things first, we're going to continue working on the rocket. The next step is to make a gantry, which I need a playsteel ingot, copper wire, and a lubricant, which is very, very simple, considering I literally have copper ore right here. I've got, let's see, I need 5 more titanium. I am in the wrong locker. 5 more titanium to make my playsteel ingot, a little bit of lithium and lubricant. All pretty simple stuff. Like I said, the game, it does, like, throw a decent amount at you for making this rocket, but surprisingly a lot less than you would be led to believe. It's not like the game is like asking you to go get like 50 titanium ingots or whatever, which let's talk about this for a minute. So a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, there is a certain amount of people who have played through this game that aren't the biggest fans of the way that this whole last sequence is handled. And I think there's two camps. There's the camp that finds the very end of the game, particularly the stuff with the Cyclops and whatnot, to be sort of tedious. And then there's the other side of the camp that finds all of the Neptune stuff not, I guess, rewarding enough, I suppose. I think I agree with the latter camp a little bit more than the former camp, because the Cyclops is completely totally optional. Totally optional. I really, true, and duly believe that, and I know a lot of people will disagree and be like, well, no, it's totally optional. You do not have to do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's not something that is required of you. You are absolutely able to beat this entire game with just a sea moth and a prawn suit. You don't need anything else. That being said, I do also think that this part is a little underwhelming, but I also don't mind it, because I like that the game, once you have, once you've cured yourself from the Caribacterium, you've gotten Enzyme 42, and you have rescued all of the Sea Emperor babies, or hatched them all, at this point, the game just kind of looses you out into the world and lets you do whatever you want for as long as you want. So this is kind of, in my opinion, more of a go at your own pace sort of thing. So we'll let that thing build the gantry while I continue to talk about this. But I kind of like that it's like, all right, now's the point where it's a sandbox. You can go through this as quickly as you want or as slowly as you want. In my last playthrough of the game, I built this entire Neptune rocket in like 25 minutes after I had cured myself of the virus. Like, it was that quick. Which I think, again, you could say that is incredibly underwhelming. But I feel like that's not the point. It doesn't want to be this super tedious thing, because it's like, look, you've already done everything that the game has asked you to do. This is just kind of the send-off. This is kind of just the last step, kind of the, almost kind of your own self-congratulatory pat on the back for finishing the game, is building the rocket and escaping the atmosphere. Because technically, to wrap up your character's story, it would make sense for them to finally get off this planet, right? I think that would make a whole lot of sense. You wouldn't want them to be stuck here for all eternity. But at the same time, I don't think there's supposed to be this great emphasis on it either. Okay, so we need another playsteel ingot, nickel ore, aerogel, wiring kit. We might actually need to go collect stuff for that, particularly the aerogel. So I think when I head back towards the Blood Kelp Trench, I'll see if I can grab a couple of both on the way, and particularly gel sacks and rubies. All right, let's go back down, and we are going to be heading off to the trench now, which is exactly the opposite way from where we came, but that is okay. And we're going to be heading down into the depths of the Lost River. I also want to grab myself a spinefish while I'm down there, because I was supposed to add that to my Cyclops aquarium, and I never did, because I got very sidetracked. But grab that. There we go. All right. And slingshot. Let's not go too far to the east, but we'll just make our way back. These ion power cells should honestly last me like till the rest of the end of the game. They're so unbelievably durable. It's insane. Excuse me, Mr. Gasopod. Almost whacked you with my momentum there. That would have probably not felt super good. I have had to kill, I believe, 2 gasopods in this playthrough so far, just because they keep getting really darn close to my base. There was a period where it was a lot of stalkers, but they more or less left me alone, which that's extra annoying because stalkers have a tendency to grab your camera drones off of your scanner rooms, and then they'll just leave them wherever, and you have to go retrieve them. They don't do damage to them, as far as I can tell, but the fact that they still grab them is, like, the most annoying thing ever. Oh, crap, there's a lot of reefbacks right here. My goodness. Go right over top of you. I was, like, really tempted to land on it, but I feel like that would be really rude. Also, 3 babies, too. Wow, that's probably one of the biggest reefback pods in the game. Okay. Make sure we're going the right way. Am I going the right way? Hold on. I always have to do this. It's ridiculous. Like, you would think after how many times... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. After how many times I have gone down here, I would know exactly the path. But evidently not. And it's like right there, too. You can literally see the spires. My goodness. But we are going to be descending into the trench now, which is a little bit spooky. I think this is technically the dunes right here. I did hear a scream. Actually, is this the entrance to the trench? One of the entrances? No. Hold on. Just a second. Oh, it is. It is. Yes, this is one of the entrances to the trench. Okay, well, this is a little bit more of a straightforward way of getting in here. Not quite the way I was necessarily intending, but I will take it. I am trying to remember, because this is the part I'm actually a little unfamiliar with. Okay, so we got some of those. All right, let's start to make our descent a little bit. So the trench is a little bit more dangerous than... Well, no, sorry, that's not true. It's less dangerous than the full thrust of the Blood Kelp Zone, because this is mostly just warpers and ampules. There's not really any crab squids in this one. I think they do exist, but they're very far and few between in this area. So it's not as bad. And not to mention there isn't a Ghost Leviathan floating around here either. Now this trench is... It's a little bit confusing to actually work your way through if you're not... don't know exactly where you're going. If you're coming from the trench in the sparse reef, it's a pretty straightforward shot, but you have to know exactly where you're going. Okay, let's grab that. Let's see. I do need more rubies and gel sacks, which gel sacks are everywhere in the Grand Reef. If you can find them. Rubies are a little bit less common in this area. But okay, I think I know exactly where I'm going now. We got more uraninite that I don't need, because my fuel rods are going to last me until the end of the game. But there's a little bit of a cave system through here. You can get more uraninite that way. A lot of gold in here as well. Lots and lots of gold. A little bit of copper. Things like that. We're just going to keep going a little bit deeper. Okay, and this is what I'm looking for. Yes. Where things start to descend even further. Okay, I'm just looking for... My eyes are peeled for red right now, and not the blood oil. It's not what I'm in the mood for. There is a wreckage down here, actually. And I believe it's what's right next to this ampule. But there's not a whole lot going on with said wreckage. Let's see. No, that's more blood oil. There's a warper, a couple warpers off in the distance. Like I said, they're not as bad right now. Oh, I got shocked there, actually. Oh, but here's some gel sacks. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to grab those. Get away from me, Mr. Ampule. Gotta watch out for the cave crawlers, too. Just the 2 should be fine. And then I'm good to go. Excuse me there, biter thingy. Okay, I don't really think there's actually anything in this. Oh, wait. Oh, is that an Ampule Egg? Okay, I am actually going to grab that. Hello there. Yeah, come after me, you piece of crap. By that I mean get the heck away from me while I grab your egg. Excuse me. Okay, back in we go. Alright, I'm sure it didn't like that, but it's not going to really have much of a choice because we're going to keep going. Alright, and now we are in the Lost River. Very, very simple, actually. I mean, I guess we're kind of in a mixed area between the two, but we're getting on the cusp of the Lost River, so this is one of the many entrances into it. This one is a little bit, I mean, it's really straightforward, as you can see. Only got the one ruby. I think I have a couple rubies in my locker. Oh, there's some crab squids. What's up? Just gonna go right past you. They make the coolest noises, though. Like, I don't like crab squids, but man, they are like the most atmospheric critters in the game. And I do believe that this area is going to lead us directly to... Yes! Yes, it is. Exactly where I wanted to go in here. Okay, this is where the gargantuan leviathan's bones rest. And is that a ruby over there? Okay, cool. Exactly what I was hoping to find. I will definitely take that. All right, we definitely have enough for the arrow gel. Hopefully we don't need to get more later. If we do, should be fine. Okay, there's the skull itself. Maybe I can scan that. Of course, there is a ghosty right next to it, so I have that to worry about. I think this is the ghosty I'm going to end up fighting later on. And honestly, I could do it right now. I really could. But I mean, I suppose. What time do we have in this episode? It takes a while to do, though. Okay, I just need to go to a spot where I can unequip my drill arm, because doing it with the drill arm is just stupid. But I really want to scan both of these things. So here, let's go into our upgrades. Let's take off the drill arm. And we can give this thing a shot, as long as I am super careful. Okay, so here's how this works. This is how you fight a Leviathan, and we're going to make this thing come to me. And all you need to do is you need to grapple on, and you need to grapple on tight, if you can. Oh, come on, I just missed that. Come here, you. I'm going to try this, and I might be doing some speeding up. Okay, you want to grab on tight, and you just want to give it some punches. So, here, come here, you. Oh, it's not happy. Oh, that's a turnaround you just did there. My goodness. So keep punching this thing. And it's going to keep taking chunks out of you. There you go. And you just got to keep going at it. You can use the drill arm, but it is inadvisable at best just because it does such a low amount of DPS. Now, every once in a while, it's going to take a bite and it's going to run. So you're going to have to pursue it again. And I do feel bad doing this to a juvenile, honestly. But trying to fight one of the two big ones in the Grand Reef is just stupid, because there's so much open water out there that there's really not a safe spot for you to land and reorient yourself. So I'm going to fight this one. I was really tempted to fight the one in the blood kelp entrance area. Come here. Punch you. Keep punching. And I can take a few hits before... There we go. I think once we get down to like 30%, that is when I will... Oh, you're gonna pull me back? I think my grapple arm is too far away. Okay. So now it's done that. I think once I get down to like 30-ish%, I will start to go out away from it and heal myself. You got to get in a lot of hits. Man, this thing is hanging way up there. Come down, please. Come here, you. Thank you. Oh, I dropped again. Come on. I probably should also be grappling further away from its head, too, which is most ideal. All right, hold on. We've got a few hits in there, but probably not near enough. I wouldn't be surprised if I've only done like a third of its health, because this thing has just a crap ton of health. Come here, you. There we go. Okay, I actually was able to avoid a bite there, which is good. There's some punches. Okay, we're doing good. Keep hitting it. Oh, and it is not liking that. Oh, wow. We've got it in a good spot right now. This is going great. Come here, you. Oh, you are so stuck. This might work out. I might actually get it right here. If I can just keep it stuck in this spot. Can't believe I got so lucky with it getting jammed up in here. You have to punch this thing so many times. Okay, there's a bite. Oh my god. Yeah, it can't move. It really wants to go up, and it just can't. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Punch it to death. Oh my gosh, this is actually working. Eventually, it's going to stop moving. This is stupid. This is not going to work this well on the Reaper. There is no way. I am totally cheesing it because of the geometry right now. Oh, the Reaper is going to be so much worse than this. Because the Reaper, I just can't afford bites at all. It's going to grab me every freaking time. Same with the Sea Dragon. Oh, that's going to be a challenge too. You bet your butt I'm going to fight the one in the inactive lava zone. I am not going down to the active lava zone and trying to fight it in there. Oh my gosh. I feel actually bad for this. This is so unfair. It's completely stuck. It's because I chased it away and it just ran up here and got stuck. Okay, I eventually had to back off. My hubris became a little bit too much, and I got this thing all the way down to about 22% before I chickened out. Because I was so close to the head, it was still able to take chunks out of my health every now and then. But now we are back at the fray. And what's up, dude? There you are. All right, let's keep punching you. I can keep getting hits. Oh, yeah. There we go. 9% health. Oh, you dragged me way down. Okay, it is definitely free of where it was earlier, so we're going to have to keep going at it. Latch on again. I think you can only latch on to, like, the first third of this thing. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got it again. That's a good spot. Oh, wow. What a frickin' 360 you just did. Or 180, I suppose. Come here. Keep hitting it. I know I've got it low. I've gotten so many hits on it at this point, and there it is getting stuck again. I guess that's always a good thing for me. Man, the Reaper is going to be... And the Reapers actually have less health than the Ghosties, too. So that is another thing to keep in mind. But I believe the punch... So, just to give you an idea of how long this takes. The Ghost Leviathan has something like 8,000 health, and each punch, I believe, is doing like 20 damage or something like that. Maybe it's like 50. Oh, did I do it? Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, we did it. Holy crap, it's dead. I did it. Okay, we are definitely scanning this thing. Holy crap. I just killed a Ghost Leviathan. Woo! Okay, and of course, it's only the juvenile. So, although I do think it still gives you the full explanation on what the heck, like, this thing... I don't think the data entry is any different than if you kill an adult, but... We did it! Holy crap, we did it! Okay, the Reaper is going to be way worse than that, and so is the Sea Dragon. Oh my gosh. Because they actually latch onto the prawn suit, which the Ghost Leviathan does not. Even if the Reaper has less health. I don't think the Sea Dragon has that much more health, though. Alright, let me, while I'm at it, I'm going to go back on over to the skull of the Gargantuan Leviathan, wherever the heck that was. Man, we really, like, fought all over this arena, didn't we? There it is. Not too far away, I guess. But we're going to go over here and try to scan this thing. Because maybe this will give us actually some data. What's in... Look at this thing! Look at this thing! I know there are, like, mods out there that people have made that actually, like, bring this thing back to life. And they're crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, just... Oh, look at the size of this thing. It's so cool. Oh, my goodness. Please tell me I can scan it. Can I? Yes! Thank goodness. So you can only scan the skull, which I guess makes sense. Oh, get the whole thing. Thank you. Gargantuan fossil. Fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Dated at approximately 3 million years old, ribcage measurements suggest the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest that this is the only the front third of the specimen. The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. There are a series of precise angular indentations on the ribcage, suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. Probably the aliens, but they're not around to be asked about that. Okay, I'm gonna get a bite and a little bit of water, and we are going to continue. I killed a Ghost Leviathan. I'm like only slightly proud of it though. So as far as Leviathans dying, I should probably talk about this. If you kill a Leviathan in this game, it will not respawn unless the developers decide to update the game, at which point it will basically reload everything in your instance. Other creatures do respawn, yes, like smaller level creatures, smaller time things, even like gasopods, stalkers, all that kind of stuff. They respawn. What the heck was that? It's just the Leviathans that do not under normal circumstances unless they update the game. So there will not be another Ghost Leviathan in this area ever again, because I don't think this game is going to receive another major update again. Actually, that's not true. I'm playing the PS5 version, so I shouldn't speak too soon. Oh my gosh, let's not fall down there, please. Yeah, I shouldn't speak too soon because very good possibility they do actually update things again. But on older versions, and then possibly PC, there's a good chance that that doesn't actually happen. All right, I'm going to make my way, if I can, towards the other blood kelp zone. And we're going to kind of end the episode over that away. And in the next episode, we'll explore it and see what we can find in there. I think there's a wreckage there that we can try to find. And I can also showcase just how scary that whole area gets. And then from there, we can go back and add more to the Neptune rocket with our aerogel and whatnot. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Subnautica. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. And next time, guys, we're going back to the blood kelp zone, the blood kelp zone proper, and we're actually going to explore it this time, not just use it as a means of accessing the Lost River. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.